More change in college sports on the horizon. Welcome back to sports, everyone. I'm Chaz Messman. NCAA President Charlie Baker has proposed the creation of a new subdivision of Division I sports. This new tier, schools will be required to pay at least half of their athletes at least $30,000 a year through a trust fund. This will be subject to Title IX, so that money would go to female athletes as well. Baker also proposed allowing all Division I schools to offer unlimited educational benefits and enter into name, image, and likeness licensing deals with athletes. The proposal is aimed so that the richest athletic departments who are in the Power 5 conferences can operate separately while still competing in Division I. The move would be voluntary for each school. Kofa and Yuma girls soccer met tonight at Irv Palak Field. Kofa dominated in the first half 5-0. Second half here, Arlene Mesa with it on the right. She cuts in and shoots that one, saved by Lauren Palacios Romero. But less than a minute later, a poor goal kick from Yuma goes right to Mesa, who picks out her spot and slots it into the back of the net to make it 6-0 in favor of the Kings. Another bad pass a few minutes later from the Criminals, and Kofa makes them pay, and it's 7 now. Kofa throwing now up 8. Mesa with the beautiful flick right here. She was absolutely cooking on the flank. Dances by another defender, and she's going to cross it in, but it's off a Criminal for an own goal. Later in the half, Mesa's going to find herself with a little bit of space outside the box. She has a go and puts it away for her fourth goal of the night. Kofa takes this one 10-0. After the match, I caught up with the Kings' star left winger.
It felt good, honestly. It felt a lot better than the first half. First half I wasn't really doing well, but it's the support from the teammates too. From their teammates, they give me good balls and they motivate me to cheer me up.
To Curly Colt Memorial Stadium, Crim's looking for win number 1 on the year as they welcomed in the Kofa Kings, who are trying to build off of last season's success. Starting our highlights off in the second, Kings up 4-2. Aaron Sullivan making a run down the wing. He's going to find some space for a shot, but how about that save from Jose Barres? Keeps it at a 2-goal game. A minute later, Nolan Garcia putting it into the box, and he's going to go down, challenged by Juan Galindo. The referee calls for a penalty on that one, and it's going to be Garcia on the penalty, and he slots it into the bottom right corner for his 3rd goal of the match, and the Kings increase their lead to 3. About 15 minutes to go, Kofa with the throw-in, and the ball's going to make its way to Sullivan, who launches a rocket into the back of the net. Make it a 7-2 ball game now. Sullivan would drop a hat trick of his own. The Kings will go on to win this one 8-2. Here's Sullivan after the game talking about his second half hat trick.
After the first half, my coach kind of gave us a nice talk. So after that, I kind of found my place in the first set of corner kicks, and then that first goal with my left foot kind of helped me enter the state I kind of needed. So
Kofa will look to keep their perfect start to the season going on Friday when they head on the road to face Crimson. The first annual Girls Wrestling Jamboree was held today. It was organized by Yuma Catholic and held at Warrior Gym. Yuma Catholic, San Pasqual, Yuma, Cibola, Gila Ridge, Kofa, Antelope, Somerton, and Parker all competed in a series of matches. Right now, you're going to see 2 of the top wrestlers in the area, Yuma's Davina Diaz-Rios and Gila Ridge's Kennedy Farrar, wrestling during the event. I caught up with Yuma Catholic head coach Son Dewar about the state of girls wrestling here in Yuma.
Girls wrestling is getting bigger and bigger by the day, and I'm really pushing for the girls wrestling. So, I mean, last year I had 2 girls, this year I have 5. So it's actually growing, and for all the schools here in Yuma, it's a huge growing thing.
Basketball was on the road today. They took down Mayer 67-30. Keenan Regals led the way with 24 points. Kayla Martinez put up 20. Cibola girls basketball got their first win of the year. They took down Betty H. Fairfax 69-40. Sierra Baumhauer led the way for the Lady Raiders with 21 points, and that is all we have time for in sports.